has the time gone? Huh? Where has our time gone? It only seemed like just yesterday that I began this new year, and now we're coming towards the end of it. So I think it's time to tell you guys what to expect for the rest of the year. And I haven't done a schedule video in a while, so why not, right? I mean, I got my handy-dandy binder right here with me, so I mean, might as well. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to Animation Station. I'm such a fan of the animation, and this is the final schedule update of 2023. As you know, we are coming towards the tail end of the year, and that means it's time to tell you guys exactly what to expect for all the rest of this year. You're going to get the rest of the November schedule, and you're going to get the December schedule. So, a 2-month schedule reveal for you guys here today, and I hope you guys enjoy. And yes, I will talk about the videos that you guys can expect today as well. And those videos will still be coming today. I just wanted to give you guys this little extra video to give you guys some insight on what to expect for the remainder of the year. So, without any more further ados or delays, let's begin. Grab my handy-dandy binder here. Tell you all about it. Let's start with the rest of Disneyvember, because I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what movies I'm going to be covering for that. So, for a quick little recap of the movies we've already covered for Disneyvember, I've done Lion King, Aladdin, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis: The Lost Empire, and Lilo and Stitch. Those are all the ones that we've done so far. Now here's the ones you can expect for the rest of the month. Starting today, on the 10th, you're going to be getting my first time review and watch and impression of Treasure Planet. I know my friend Isaiah is really looking forward to this one. This is one of his favorite Disney movies, so I can only hope that I find it as good as he does. And if not, I will do my best to try and be nice. Then, on the 11th is another first-time watch with Meet the Robinsons. This is a movie I've heard a lot about when I was a kid, but I've never actually seen it, so that should be a pretty fun first-time watch. Then, on the 12th, we stop the first-time watches momentarily because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite Disney movies from my childhood, Bolt. This is a really interesting, goofy little talking dog movie. I don't remember a whole lot about it, so I do need to give it a rewatch, but I remember it being a lot of fun and really enjoying it as a kid. So, yeah, Bolt's going to be on the 12th. Then the 13th, we return to somewhat traditional Disney with Princess and the Frog, aka the one where Tony Todd voices a Disney villain. It's as amazing as you think it is. As for the actual movie, though, I've never seen it, so I can't say if it's good or not until I see it. Then the 14th, another first-time watch was Tangled. Because of how much I hated Frozen, I did not even want to touch this one. But from what I've heard from the fan base and from online, it's supposed to be really, really good. So, I'm going to give it a first-time watch on November 14th. And we're going to see if I can join that mass of people that actually finds this movie good. Or who knows, maybe I'm one of those people that's just not made for. It's happened before, it's going to happen again. Then the 15th, we have the 2011 Winnie the Pooh animated movie. Then we have Wreck-It Ralph on November 16th. I'm excited for that one. That's one of my favorites. And yes, I may or may not do a whole 5 minutes of glowing about Sonic's whole part of the movie. Just a fair warning. Then the 17th is another one of my personal favorites, Big Hero 6. I've seen this one twice when I was a kid. I saw it Thanksgiving in theaters, and I got to see it later on in life again. And now I'm going to get to watch it again. I love Big Hero 6. It's always been one of my favorite Disney movies, and I'm going to tell you all about it on the 17th. Then November 18th is a fan favorite, Zootopia. I saw this movie for the first time about 2 years ago, and I found myself really enjoying it. Like, at first I was like, animal Disney characters in suburbia. We've already done this, Disney. What are you doing? Well, it ended up really surprising me, and I ended up having a great time with it, and I'm going to tell you all about it when that review comes on the 18th. Then on the 19th is my favorite Disney princess movie, aside from Mulan, and that is Moana. I have been so excited to talk about Moana. It's always been one of my favorites, and I might even have a special intro just for that one, as long as I don't get claimed for it, so yeah, I'm excited about that one. I loved Moana when I first saw it, and I've loved it every other time I've seen it since. My second favorite Disney princess movie. Then, on the 20th of November is a movie that I wanted to talk about back in 2021 when it first came out, but unfortunately, my platform wasn't really, as big as it is now, so I didn't really get the chance to. But it's a movie that I remember really loving and really enjoying, and that is Raya and the Last Dragon, or Raya and the Last Dragon. I've heard it both ways. It's a really good movie. I can't wait to talk all about it on the 20th. Then on the 21st is Encanto. This is a movie that a lot of people like. I don't remember really being that enamored by it when I first saw it, but who knows. Maybe I just need to give it a rewatch. Who knows. But yeah, that's on the 21st. Then November 22nd is going to be Strange World. If you guys remember this from my most disappointing list, then you should know what I'm going to say about it. But, who knows, maybe it was just a bad climate to watch it in, with everything that was going on at that point, especially with Disney struggling financially, so, who knows, maybe it's actually a good movie and I was just too harsh on it the first time. Or it might disappoint me yet again, I don't know. Wait until the rewatch. And then the 22nd is going to be a double feature because I accidentally did not plan this out very well, and I ended up having 2 reviews to start it and 2 reviews to end it, because also on the 22nd, to end off the marathon, is a day 1 review of the new Disney movie, Wish. I didn't like the trailer very much, but the song sounds really good. I'm willing to give this one a fair chance. Just please don't blow it, Disney. Please don't. I really want to talk positive about you for once. And then it ends on the 23rd with a big Disney Animation Studios tier list. I'll probably do that as a live stream, because sometimes doing this kind of tier lists on these softwares that I have on my phone is a bit of a pain, so I might just do that one as a live stream. Who knows? But yeah, that's what you can expect for the rest of Disneyvember. As you know, yesterday we finished off the Scooby-Doo movies, so we don't have to talk about them. Now let's talk about Legends of Literature, because I know a lot of you are probably wondering what movies I threw in here. I should, though, talk about a few that aren't in here first. There's no Divergent, and it's because I don't want to talk about the awful Allegiant. There is no Twilight, because I don't want to torture myself. And there's no Maze Runner, because I simply haven't seen it. So, those 3 are not in this marathon, okay? Don't expect them to be. They are nowhere, anywhere involved in this. So, let's do a quick recap before I tell you what's coming up. So, we started off with a double feature of Percy Jackson and the Olympians the Lightning Thief, and then followed it up with Sea of Monsters. Then we had a little in-between break of talking about one of my childhood favorites, Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And then from there, we dived headfirst into the Harry Potter franchise with Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of Phoenix, and yesterday, The Half-Blood Prince. So, going on from today's schedule all the way to the end of the month, and the end of this marathon, we have, of course, Deathly Hallows Part 1 is today. Then tomorrow is Part 2, so we're going to be finishing off the Harry Potter franchise. Then, on the 12th, we have another little one-off to have in between the big franchises with Ready Player One. I've been excited to talk about this movie for a while now. That's going to be a fun review. Then we dive headfirst into The Hunger Games. This is the movie that's getting a new installment this upcoming month. So, like I did with a bunch of other movies that came out from the previous months that I built up to, this one is just going to have it thrown in there as a bonus. Because I've wanted to talk about a lot of these book-based movies for a long time, and since this one had a new one coming out, I'm like, well, November seems like a pretty good time to do it. So, yeah, we're going to dive headfirst into The Hunger Games on the 13th with the first one. Then the 14th is Catching Fire, the 15th and the 16th is Mockingjay, and then the 17th is a day 1 review of the new one, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I've seen the trailer, it actually looks pretty good, so I have high hopes for it. Then, after that, we don't get a break because we're talking about the last big franchise, and then the rest of it's pretty much one-offs. And that big franchise is Lord of the Rings. Not The Hobbit, just Lord of the Rings, just the trilogy. Fellowship of the Ring is the 18th, Two Towers is the 19th, and then the 20th is the big behemoth that is Return of the King. Excited to talk about them. I really am. And then our final, kinda, sort of, not really franchise is going to be Stephen King related. Because we have The Shining on the 21st. I gotta throw it in there, because I didn't have it in 31 Days of Horror, and it is based on a book, so it seems like the perfect time to do it. As well as its awesome 2019 sequel, Dr. Sleep. So, we'll be talking about both of those movies on the 21st and the 22nd. And then from there, we have a bunch of one-offs. Some pretty fun one-offs, too. We're finally going to review Silence of the Lambs on the 23rd. That one should get you pretty excited. Then the 24th, we'll look at the first Hellraiser. Then the 25th, we'll be looking at the original live-action cult classic of my childhood, the original adaptation of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Then the 26th is The Green Mile, one of my personal favorites. Then the 27th is The Shawshank Redemption. 28th is the classic Wizard of Oz. The 29th is going to be The Godfather. And then the 30th, because of the movie that's coming out in December, we're going to be finishing it off with the classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So that's Bookvember. And then for the extra miscellaneous stuff that's planned, today you're going to be getting my review of The Marvels. I just put out my written review. So if you want to check that on my Facebook, please be my guest. But yeah, it's not going to be a fun one. I'll just put it that way. But I'm also going to be looking at the new, I think it's David Fincher, I believe his name is, the director. His new Netflix movie called The Killers, starring Michael Fassbender. I'm hoping that it's good. I've heard good things about it from the critics, but I don't always agree with the critics. I mean, you saw my review of Killers of the Flower Moon. You guys know that I don't always agree with the critical consensus. So who knows? Maybe I'll agree with that one, maybe I won't, but that's going to be on, that's today's reviews. Then moving on to the 13th, the Monday, this upcoming Monday, is going to be a live stream. And it's going to be a pretty big one, because we are going to be getting our official nominations for the 2023 Game Awards. I'm hoping that they're not as bad as usual, and I'm hoping that Sonic doesn't get snubbed again. And then, of course, I'll also, in that same live stream, do my personal votes, like I did last year. And then, the day following that, on the 14th, you guys are going to get excited, because it is going to be the official nominations of the second annual Stat Squad Awards. Yep, awards season's coming. It's coming up quick. And the Stat Squad Awards are going to be on Tuesday's nominations. That's going to be the official announcement of the nominations. And I have some really good ones this year, let me tell you. And before you ask, yes, Spider-Man 2 is nominated. I knew if I didn't do it, you guys would want my head, so don't worry, Spider-Man 2 is in there. What else is there? Then I have to go through a little bit of misery, because the 15th through the 17th, I gotta go through the Trolls movies. The original Trolls on the 15th, the terrible sequel on the 16th, and the probably absolutely abysmal threequel on the 17th. So, for those of you that love to see me rage, that's gonna be where you're gonna see it. And then we have another interesting little anomaly, because a certain sequel's coming up, a movie of my childhood that I'm excited that's finally getting a sequel, and that is Good Burger. The live-action Nickelodeon movie Good Burger, based on the All That skit. So, yeah, we're going to look at the original Good Burger on the 21st, and then its sequel on the 22nd, the day it comes out. So, that should be fun. And then that's not all for the 22nd, because we also have Napoleon and Leo also coming out that day. So, I'm going to be a busy man on the 22nd. Let me just put it like that. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that's all it for the extra stuff. And then as for Fortnite NFL, like I've told you in my previous Fortnite NFL streams, I'm trying to move those to weekdays. So the earliest that it can be is the Monday following the Sunday games, or Wednesday right before the next week of games begins. Okay? So I'm not really going to do anything specific about that one, but Fortnite NFL is still in there, so don't worry. It is still in there in some capacity. Then flipping through here, I'm not going to announce the actual rest of the NFL Fortnite stream, because that would ruin the purpose of the big reveal at the end of the streams, so. Instead, we're just going to go right into December. And I think you guys are going to be really excited about this one, because we are doing my second annual Seasons and Slashings marathon. For those of you that don't know what this was a marathon I started last year on Cynical Saiyan 77, where I reviewed a bunch of Christmas classics and Christmas horror movies. So this is going to be that same thing. And that means, yes, either the 30th of this month or the 1st of the next month, you will be getting a giant supercut of year 1 of the Seasons and Slashings marathon. So don't worry, you'll be getting that. So let's start with Seasons and Slashings first, and then I'll talk about all the additional stuff added on top of that. So we're going to kick it off on December 1st with a cult classic that I still have not seen yet, and I'm excited to finally check it out. We're going to be looking at Gremlins to kick off the month. So Gremlins is going to be December 1st, and then we'll take a look at its sequel, Gremlins 2: The New Batch, on December 2nd. Then on December 3rd, yes, this is a Christmas movie, shut up, we're looking at Die Hard 1 and 2. We'll look at the first Die Hard on December 3rd in honor of Bruce Willis, and then the sequel, the only other one set on Christmas, on December 4th. Then December 5th, we have a fun little Netflix movie called Better Watch Out. Then we have the classic It's a Wonderful Life on the 6th. Then we have Anna and the Apocalypse, a zombie musical Christmas movie. That's actually a lot of fun on the 7th. Christmas Evil on the 8th, another cult classic. Then we have A Christmas Story on the 9th. You guys should be really excited for that one. I saw that one for the first time last year. Absolutely loved it. Like, I'm so glad I have that one now. Then, a favorite from my childhood, we're going to look at The Polar Express on the 10th. Then, on the 11th and the 12th, we're going to look at the Muppets movies. We're going to look at Muppets Christmas Carol on the 11th. And then the public domain, free-to-watch Muppets Family Christmas on the 12th. Then the 13th is Christmas Bloody Christmas. 14th is Violent Night, that David Harbour movie that came out last year that I forgot to watch. 15th is The Mean One, followed by a review of Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Yes, the Jim Carrey Grinch, because I've already reviewed the 2 animated ones. Then on the 17th is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, a movie I've never seen before, but I've heard is amazing, so I'm excited to check it out. Then the 18th, I'm throwing in a few little extra Christmas specials in there, because we're going to be talking about the Blue's Clues special, Blue's Big Holiday, on the 18th. That'll be the only review on the 18th. Then on the 19th is ATM. Then on the 20th is Silent Night, Bloody Night. Then the 21st is Krampus. The 22nd is Batman Returns. I've reviewed the original Batman in 31 Days of Horror this year, so I did that mainly just so I could talk about Returns this month, because, oh boy, is Returns something special. It's a fun movie. I have a great time with it, personally. Then we're going to have some fun on the 23rd, because on December 23rd, we have the Dragon Ball Z Abridged Christmas Special, Plan to Eradicate Christmas, which is obviously a parody of Tree of Might, but it's really funny. It's a lot of fun. I think you guys will really enjoy that one. Then the 24th, we'll look at The Family Man, a underrated Nicolas Cage movie that I've heard Cody Leach praising out the wazoo, and I've never seen before. So that should be fun. And then the 25th, we'll finish off with Santa Claus the Movie. I'm not sure what to expect from it. I haven't seen the Nostalgia Critic review of it. I've just only heard a few little things about it here and there. So, I just recently got the VHS tape. I will be watching it in December, and I'm just going to see what I personally think of it. So that's the main reviews for that month, but I did throw in a couple extra stuff too, because this is still Animation Station after all. We do have to look at some of the animated classics I haven't talked about yet. So that means, for the extra Christmas reviews, you're going to be getting LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special on December 2nd. I'm not reviewing the original Holiday Special, because that thing's an abomination, and I'd like to save myself from torture. Then the 3rd, we'll look at the Netflix movie Klaus that I've heard so much about, but I still have not seen yet. Then on the 6th is The Snowman. I know a lot of you are probably real excited for that one. Then on the 7th, another first-time watch with the cult classic Arthur Christmas. Then on the 11th, we're going to have some So Bad It's Good Time, because we're going to be taking a look at Jack Frost, followed by Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman on the 12th. Then, on the 17th, we're going to be looking at Elf, because it is, that movie's 25th anniversary, I think, something like that? Yeah, something like that. Then, of course, on the 20th, I'm throwing in a second Blue's Clues special, because this is the episode that got me into Blue's Clues and You, with the Blue Christmas With You Holiday Special, aka the first time that Steve and Joe officially returned to the series. And it's an amazing special. I can't wait to talk about it. It's such a delight. Then we have the Bill Murray classic Scrooged on the 23rd. I've heard great things about it. I've heard it's absolutely hilarious, so I'm excited to check that one out. Then on the 24th, we're going to be throwing in our favorite Mangy Canine because we're going to be taking a look at the short film Scooby-Doo Haunted Holidays. So that's going to be really interesting. It's actually a really good short film, but unfortunately it's not really a film. It's more of an extended episode of Mystery Incorporated that just ended up getting packaged as its own thing. It's weird. It's weird. I'll explain it all in that review. And then we'll finish off on the 25th with a special review. It's not really Christmas related, but it's something I want to talk about, especially because of, well, losing Kevin Conroy this year, or last year. Losing Kevin Conroy last year. And that is the Batman Animated Series episode, Heart of Ice. Because I did review Batman Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero during DC Live, and I felt like I had to review this episode too, so you'll be getting that as well. And then for the bonus stuff, you're going to be having the 2023 Stat Squad Awards before the Game Awards this year, because I'm putting it out on December 5th. That's why there's only one review on December 5th. Better watch out, because I need all the time in the world to film all that. Then on the actual 7th, we'll react to the real Game Awards and their reveals and their awards and stuff like that. Then on the 14th and 15th, we're going to be taking a brief little break from Christmas and talk about Thanksgiving, because for some reason, Chicken Run 2 got pushed back to December. Weird time to release it, if you ask me. And we'll take a look at the original Chicken Run on the 14th, and the Netflix exclusive sequel, Dawn of the Nugget, on the 15th. And then also on the 15th, this is why I'm reviewing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory as the end of Legends of Literature, because we're getting Wonka next month, on the 15th, the Timothée Chalamet movie. I loved the trailer. It looks really good. I'm really excited to see it. Then, to end off the month that's not Fortnite NFL related, on December 22nd will be my final movie review of 2023, and that is going to be the Illumination movie Migration. I don't really know what to expect from it. I just know that it's a thing that's going to exist. That's really it. So, I don't know what to expect. I haven't really seen the trailer, so I might be going into that one completely blind. Who knows? Maybe it'll end up surprising me. I mean, the Mario movie surprised me back in April, so crazier things have happened. So yeah, that's the end for that. And then, of course, we have year-end list season, and I know a lot of you are probably wanting me to talk about. So, as you know, last year we went from the worst to the best. This time we're going from the best to the worst. It's a thing I'm going to try to do to try and vary it up a bit, because I'll have the odd number years like this, best to worst, and then the even numbered years, worst to best. So, that means on the 26th, immediately after the marathon ends, you're going to be getting my top 20 best movies of 2023. I might extend that to 25, because I've seen a lot of great movies this year. Then we have the top 10 most surprising movies of 2023 on the 27th. Then the 28th is the top 10 most disappointing movies of 2023. And then on the 29th, I know I have to extend this one from what I originally had as. I originally had this as a top 20, but after some of the crap I've had to suffer through at the end of this year, yeah, it has to be extended. The 29th will be a big project known as the top 25 worst movies of 2023, because, oh boy, has there been some stinkers this year. And then we finish off the year with the top 10 worst games of 2023 on the 30th. And then for New Year's is the top 10 best games of 2023. So, yeah, that's the entire schedule that you can have to look forward to for the rest of the year. And of course, Fortnite NFL will continue to go on as it's been going on. But like I said, I've been moving that to weekdays to avoid technical problems, so I can't really say the exact dates right now. But I will tell you right now, Fortnite NFL is still involved. It's still happening. It's not getting canceled. And yes, I will do the playoffs and Super Bowl stuff if I really want to. Or if you guys really want me to. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much it for 2023 reviews and the rest of the 2023 schedule for November and December. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys are excited to see all these videos coming your way. I've been working really hard to try and keep content up for you guys despite everything that may or may not be going on in my personal life. And thank you guys for 720 subscribers. It really means the world to me. We didn't quite reach 1,000, but you know what? I'm just surprised I got this far at all. I've been working really hard this year, and I only hope that you guys have been enjoying the content as much as I've been enjoying it making it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are looking forward to all the stuff that's planned for the rest of the year. However, do not request me to review anything else that's coming out this year, or anything else you want me to review this year, because the earliest I can do it is maybe sometime in 2024, because this entire schedule is pretty much booked at this point. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Jad Small of Animation Station, and I'll see you in today's reviews. Peace.